Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans, along with my husband.
Hello, I'm Alan.
Who's in rare form already tonight, and we haven't even started. But thank you for joining us. I really do appreciate y'all taking your time out of your schedules, whether you're listening to us while you're walking. A lot of people listen to us while they exercise. Some people on road trips. Some people, I don't know, while they're ironing, maybe, or doing housework. I appreciate you taking us along.
See, here's the thing. I'm not in rare form. You're in a hurry. And when you get in a hurry, then you get real impatient with me. And that's what's happening right now. Okay. It's not because I'm being any more untoward than I usually am. It's because you're in a big rush.
Okay.
And what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to gyp the podcast listener, because that's who I am for.
Not for your wife.
I'm for my wife, but hey, we don't want to gyp the podcast listener.
I'm not trying to gyp the podcast listener.
The podcast listener spend, like you said,
started.
Hey, they give us their valuable time.
I know, just trying to get started. And we're 15 minutes late getting started recording the podcast.
Okay.
So.
I was sitting in here at 7:45, and somebody didn't come walking in.
You were playing with the dog.
Somebody didn't come walking in here till about 8:05.
I came in a little bit after 8 because I was watching a TV show that I really liked before we started watching. And I'm trying to do more stuff with Emma Kelly.
What TV show was it?
It was called American Housewife, and it's very, very funny. And I'm trying to get my daughter to come out of her room more and do stuff with me. And I said, why don't we find a TV show we can like to get and watch together? And that's one I chose. It's very funny.
Well, that's all well and good, and I'm glad y'all are doing that, but we have a podcast to do.
Let's get started.
All right, we're going to get started. We got a lot of big happenings in the Evans household. Big happenings. And we're going to talk about those happenings. We have Kelly and I adopted a baby, and his name is Larry. So we're going to talk about Larry and all things Larry.
Oh, all things.
Well, a lot of things, right?
You know what I found a lot, whenever you go to work and stuff and you tell people how cute your kid is or stuff, and you can just see their eyes kind of glaze over.
Right.
I just don't want people to feel that way on the podcast.
Well, they're going to be glazed over.
Okay.
But you know what?
We're going to do it anyway.
We're going to do it anyway.
Okay.
We're going to plow through it. And it doesn't happen very often that you adopt a baby. So we're going to get into that. We continue, Kelly and I both. And she'll get into her health issues maybe a little bit, and we're going to get into my health issues.
We're falling apart.
And a lot of it has to do with sleep. So we're going to have a segment about relationships and sleep. So we're going to talk about that. I think you'll find that hopefully very interesting. A lot of people, whenever we post about that online, they seem to
relate.
Thank you, babe. I didn't have a word. They seem to relate, engage. It's relevant to them. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll talk about sleep. Kelly and I went to the State Fair of Texas today. We had a date.
We did.
Because we covered our family run in great detail.
It was a disaster. Half the family wasn't on board. You and your youngest, Dylan, had a great time.
Yeah.
I was stuck with the older children.
Yes, the older, brooding,
and
moody children.
And I used the word stuck literally. I was stuck with them.
I think, yeah. Or brooding and moody,
yes.
Two good adjectives.
Yes.
Okay. So
we had a bunch of tickets. We overbought tickets. So we're like, we've got to use these tickets. And so we went to try to use a lot of them today.
Yeah. And we burned through quite a few.
And we still have a lot left over.
So we'll talk about our day.
Save them to next year.
And then we have some great letters this week, babe.
Oh, good.
Got some great ones. So you can, having a problem here. Here we go. You can email us at kellyanallen.com. Sorry, I was having a bourbon issue there.
Kellyandallen.com is the website, and there is a link on there where you can email us from that.
Yeah.
Rather than this giving you out a web address.
Right. So that's what I got, babe.
Well, great. It's a lot to get to.
So let's hop on the USS Minnow here. I think it is pointed the right direction. But before we talk about our baby,
let's dive in with one of our sponsors.
Hey,
why don't we?
Hey, we bring you this podcast 95% commercial free.
Yes, we do. Let's get one of those percentages out of the way right now, and it's one of our favorites. It's framebridge.com. We're probably going to be taking a lot of pictures of our new baby, and we want to have them displayed in a beautiful way. We've also been going through a lot of stuff. We had a big swap party last week, and we found a lot of things like, why do we have these stuck in drawers? We should have them displayed in a beautiful way. Framebridge.com is the answer for all of that. If you have precious pictures you want framed. If you want like a family heirloom,
Memorabilia, baseball cards,
a christening gown,
a wedding invitation.
yes, framebridge.com can take care of all of your framing needs. And they'll even send you like a box, a special package for you to mail, some of your more precious items to them. Or you can download pictures from the internet. You could upload them. Is it uploading or downloading?
Well, you can download the picture and then upload it to Framebridge.
Framebridge.com.
Absolutely.
And it's beautiful. What we can't get over is how quick the turnaround is, the quality of the packaging.
The packaging's high quality.
The detail. They even send you a lovely note that references what they framed for you. It's just a beautiful experience all the way around. We love framebridge.com, and they have people that'll help you they have all the frames on their website that helps you, pick out the right look for your home. And they even have experts that'll help you for free. Excuse me, I'm starting to lose my voice.
That's okay, babe. So, get started today. You can upgrade your walls for the holidays. You can get an early start on your holiday gift list.
Yes.
All you have to do is go to framebridge.com, use promo code SANDWICH, and you'll save an additional 15% off, babe. That's real money right there. 15% off. Go to framebridge.com, enter promo code SANDWICH.
That's framebridge.com, promo code SANDWICH. A longtime sponsor of A Sandwich and Some Love.
They really are. They're from the beginning, I think.
So let's dive right in, babe.
Okay, babe. Well, tell everybody what happened. What's going on? What's the biggest...
What are we starting with?
What's the biggest...
The adoption?
Lawrence, yeah. What's the biggest news going on at Evans Manor right now?
So a couple weeks ago, this has happened really, really quickly. You know how Facebook pops up memories for you, and sometimes they're really great. They're beautiful. They're moving. They're upsetting sometimes. Sometimes I'll be sitting there looking at a Facebook memory from 7 years ago, and I'm wearing the same outfit that pops up in the memory. I'm like, well, that's got to go. But this one memory that popped up was from my daughter, Emma Kelly, in bed with our dog, George. And this was before you. I don't remember how long ago this memory was. But George died June of last year. So he's been dead almost a year and a half. And the memory popped up, and I just said, my heart hurts. But I think my heart might be ready to start looking at adopting another animal. Mm-hmm. Well, a friend of mine named Holly, she is huge into animal adoptions, and she loves making it happen for people. And she saw her window and pounced. So she immediately texted me a couple of pictures. And one was what we ended up adopting, the very first picture. And I just took one look at him. I was like, well, that's my dog right there. She also sent me a Chihuahua mix. And I was like, I know people love Chihuahuas. I'm not interested in Chihuahua. Tell me about this first dog.
What about a Chowini?
Nope, I don't want a Chihuahua mix. So anyway, she hooked me up with Paws of Love Animal Rescue, and the lady there named Kelly, which is a good sign, right? Told me about this dog. They didn't have a name for him at this point. He was found wandering, covered in fleas and burrs. Yeah. And from what I think, he was taken to a shelter where they euthanize. And what Paws of Love Animal Rescues, they're a no-kill. They're going to do everything they can to get an animal adopted. This is what I think. So anyway, she said we just have to give it a full 2 weeks just in case somebody comes forward to claim this dog. And so that was probably Friday. And she said, we'll know by Tuesday. I think that's the timeline. Mm-hmm. So, and then on Tuesday, he was going to go get the snip. So if at that point, if the animal owner didn't come forward, they're going to go ahead and start the process of having him adoptable. So Tuesday, got the phone call. Nobody's claimed Larry. And she said, but they were calling him Dallas at that point. They said, we went ahead and just started calling him Dallas unless you have another name for him. I was like, no, we hadn't thought of one yet. So Alan and I went to lunch, and we just started dreaming up names.
And Kelly showed me the picture.
Yeah, I showed you the picture of the dog.
Yeah, and I thought he was very cute.
Very cute, but you were kind of on the fence, let's be honest. Alan's like, this is a big responsibility.
Well, it was all happening really fast, and I just wanted you to think through it.
This is a really big responsibility.
It is.
Everything's going to change.
Hey, this is 15-year commitment right here, at least.
10, 15 years,
Absolutely.
You never know.
Absolutely.
And, we can't just pick up and go. When we vacation now, we're going to have to make arrangements for the dog. So it was, a little... He was kind of killing my buzz a little bit, but it was the practical thing.
I was just being realist.
Practical.
The realist, yeah.
So anyway, we're like, well, let's just pick out a name. So anyway, I threw out some names like Leo.
I liked
I threw out Bo because I
like-
used to have a dog named Bo, and I love the name Bo.
Kelly like Bo. I like Hetfield for James Hetfield from Metallica.
Yeah.
That didn't stick. I liked Woody because Darren Woodson, whose nickname is Woody on the Dallas Cowboys, he's one of my favorite Cowboys.
Just nothing was resonating. I was like, I don't want to name him George again. I think I would feel a tinge of sadness every time I called him George.
But Kelly likes people names.
I love people names.
Yeah.
So I just pulled out my cell phone and started going through lists of names of people in my cell phone. And Larry North, even though I didn't name the dog, is not named after Larry North, who was a diet guru and a workout guy.
You saw Larry.
I saw the name Larry, and I was just going through everybody's name. I was like, Bob and Mark, and
But
I was
those
just
aren't
reading
dog
out.
names.
I was just Larry.
Yeah.
We could have named him Mark. I mean,
Yeah.
anything. But anyway, when I said Larry, we both started laughing.
It was so cute. It just fit his little face. I don't know. I just think he looks like a Larry. I think he
Yes.
looks like a Larry. But here's the little nuance I added to it. I thought that
Because Larry wasn't good enough.
Well, no, Larry's great. We thought it was so cute.
Larry's cute.
But I thought his name should be Lawrence.
Yeah.
And like Lawrence Fishburne, and you can call him Larry for short, right?
Yeah.
No?
I like Larry.
So what's his official name, babe?
Lawrence Woodrow Evans. So he's Larry Woody Evans.
He's Larry Woody Evans. So, yeah, that's the dog's
But
name.
Larry is his name.
That's the dog's name.
So anyway, we went to get it. It's been raining here nonstop
Oh, gosh.
for over a week.
It won't stop.
It will not stop raining. Just won't. And I don't think it ever is. I think this is the end of times, and we're just going to all collapse underneath a wall of water. But so we went to go pick up Larry at this restaurant where they allow dogs in the patio, and he was just kind of shy. He just wasn't that enthusiastic to see us. He was just a nice dog.
I mean, at that point, we're just two dudes. He doesn't know.
know us.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
But I'm like, I want this dog. Well, take him over the weekend and make sure I was like, no, I want this dog. So we took the dog home. I already knew, but he didn't poop for 2 days.
And
Wouldn't
Kelly's
poop.
getting real nervous
Getting
about
very
that.
nervous.
I'm saying, babe, look, he's gonna start pooping. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. The dog will poop.
He didn't poop and he didn't bark. He didn't bark. He didn't growl. He didn't do nothing. So Saturday night, I had all the girls come over for a swap party, which I've talked about before on the podcast, and I'm assuming everybody listening knows what I'm talking about. Instead of doing a garage sale, we bring over all of our junk, we swap it, and what's not swapped goes to charity, okay? So everybody wants to see Larry. I have Larry out. Everybody's loving it, and he's just running around. Well, I guess the mood hit him because he did a colossal dump, except nobody saw it. So part-time Justin was here, and he thought
He step in it?
Susan did.
Susan stepped in it.
Yeah, nobody saw
very,
it.
Very nice.
So it was bad, and everybody thought the dog's passing gas, and because he does,
Which he
passes gas
does. He does
constantly.
that a lot. Yeah.
And but they were like, "Wow, it's lingering." And then that's when they realized that the dog had not only done a dump, but a couple of people had stepped in it, but Susan got the brunt of it. So anyway, that was fun. So I had to get all the carpet cleaner out, and I'm on my hands and knees at my swap party cleaning up dog poo. That was great. And then we decided we crate him. I've never crated a dog before. I've always had free rein dogs.
You want to
but
let him run to the house right now?
Not right now. So we put him in bed with us, but we both made the mistake and fell asleep. We
Yeah.
were so exhausted, we fell asleep before we put Larry in his crate.
And Larry's mama didn't raise no dummy. He's not going to poo-poo in our bed. He's not going to poo-poo in his bed, but he sure is going to jump off that bed and go poo-poo in the closet.
Yeah, he poo-pooed in the closet.
Yeah.
So we had to go out and buy one of those handy-dandy Bissell steamers, the handheld pet dog cleaner
And
things.
how is it that this little 9-pound dog
He poops like you've never seen.
It's like a freaking Cinnabon.
It
I mean,
is the
it is
biggest
It's like
poo.
Yeah. How does he
It's-
do that?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot.
Like dog-like owner.
But he won't go out in the yard. But I don't blame him. He does if but we don't want
He's-
to be out there. It's raining all the time, and I don't blame him.
No, he
will go.
He's been going in the yard
He
now.
will go,
Yeah.
but we still have to keep an eye on him in the house.
No,
and-
you have to keep your because even tonight, before Kelly was making dinner, and I'm sitting in the living room, and all of a sudden Larry's not in the room, and I'm like, Kelly, is he over there with you? No. So I get up, walk into the podcast room, and
Which is where he did
the big dump at the party.
He probably still smells it.
And he's sniffing around, circling around over here. And I'm like, Larry, come on, let's go outside. He goes outside. He runs out to his little spot, does his thing. So he knows what to do, but he's not used to this place yet, right?
Yeah, we'll get it down.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. But we love him, and he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And we need to send her a check. We keep forgetting to do that.
Crap, yeah.
Yeah. It's a nonprofit, but, they have to cover all their expenses and stuff. So if anybody's interested, Paws of Love Animal Rescue in Royce City is where we got Larry. And if, she's got any kind of dog you probably think you want, she probably has access to it. When we went to the shelter and we're looking around, we saw so many Pyrenees.
Yeah, before we found Larry,
if
we
anybody
did.
wants a Pyrenees?
Oh my gosh!
She explained to us because we were saying that same thing to her. It's like, what's up with all the Pyrenees? These gigantic white dogs. They're beautiful and they're great dogs. She said what happens is when Pyrenees has a litter, they have like 15 puppies, and when people can't get rid of them, sell them or whatever they're trying to do with them, they end up in the shelters. A bunch of Pyrenees, if anybody's looking for one. A lot of Chihuahuas.
Babe, we're getting some questions from our listeners that are listening live tonight. A couple of them are asking, how old is Larry? Larry is we were told he's about a year old, between a year and 18 months, just based on his teeth, because his teeth are real sharp and clean.
Well, and the back one's just starting to get tartar.
Yeah.
And they said that's a good sign. When they start to get tartar, that means they're over a year.
And then what breed is he? We were told he's a malti-poo, which is
Malti-poo mix.
Malti-poo mix, part Maltese, part toy poodle.
And something.
But I swear, I think he's got terrier in him because he is territorial, man. That guy, when somebody comes to the door or somebody's walking on the sidewalk out front, I mean, he is all over it.
He didn't bark for like a day and a half or 2 days. And then when my friends came over, he suddenly started growling and barking. That was unusual. And Allen came in the room and he was wearing a hat. And
he didn't recognize
the dog
me.
Didn't recognize him because he hadn't seen him without a hat yet.
So he's barking at me.
And when I came in tonight, he started barking at me.
Yeah, I just think
he's still a little
trying to figure out his place.
Yeah, because we haven't even had him a week yet.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out his place in the pack.
But he's family and he ain't going nowhere.
But he has recognized me as Alpha Wolf.
Oh my God, here we go again.
Larry has definitely recognized me as the Alpha Wolf.
Allen's already, I'm calling you Al. Allen's already claimed
My
him.
man. He lets me walk out the doors first, or actually I walk out in front of him. I eat first. When we play on the floor, he goes over. Kelly's rolling her eyes at me. When we play on the floor, he rolls over on his back.
He rolls over when he plays with me.
Shows me his stomach. I am the Alpha Wolf.
That's fine. I'll let you have it.
I am the leader of the pack.
Okay. And that's why you're in charge of doggy duty.
Yes.
Because you clean up after your follower.
Yeah.
But no, it's fine. It's kind of hard. It's a different arrangement because before George was mine.
Amen.
And, he was my dog. So having to share a dog is new for me. I've never had to share custody of a dog before.
Oh, well, he's our new baby,
I know,
babe.
He's different. And I want him to pick me all the time.
He's our
I want to be the favorite.
He's our baby. He's the only baby we're going to ever have together. Well,
for reminding
we
me.
may have another dog baby, fur baby, but he's the only baby we'll have. So
why can't you give me a human baby?
What do you mean? Why can't I give you a human baby?
I want another baby, but I'm tired. I don't know if I can handle it.
We ain't having another. Are you kidding me?
Every time I think I want one, I remind myself how tired I am.
You think you're tired now?
I know, but babies are so sweet, and I would love to have your baby.
Oh, babe. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, babe.
We would make a pretty baby.
We could practice.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, back to being tired.
Oh. Well, speaking of tired, we got something that's going to help you not be tired.
We do. In addition to sleep, we're going to talk about Alan's sleep issues, my sleep issues.
Yeah, we're going to talk
in
about
just a
sleep
minute.
next.
But we're going to go ahead and get this one out of the way too. But, if you do want to live a healthier lifestyle and you've been told, I need to take vitamins, I need to work out, I need to eat better. Sometimes there's some gaps in there. You don't always do exactly, what we're all supposed to do. And if you want to have one vitamin instead of taking 10, because that's my problem. I'm not a big pill taker. And I know I should
No.
be. I'm not. It's really hard. But if I could get one vitamin that has everything I need, the vitamin D, the omega-3, but doesn't taste bad.
Give us the brand, babe.
Well, I'm talking about Ritual.
There we go.
Ritual. Because Ritual is everything I need all in one pill, and it tastes good too. Because a lot of times when you take vitamins, you have that burpy aftertaste, or that, especially like with fishy kind of stuff.
Fish oil.
This stuff is kind of minty.
It's no burp.
It's almost like it's no burp. And it's almost like a nice little breath freshener. And it's the first vitamin, and the one vitamin I can remember to take, and not all the months of, all of them. It's vegan, it's sugar-free, non-GMO, gluten-free, allergen-free. So it's healthy stuff. And yeah, patent pending technology and formulation. It's like the best vitamin you can buy, and it's online.
Yep.
And it's subscription based as well. So if you run out, you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I've got to get back to the store because the bottle's coming. You won't ever run out with Ritual. It's only $30 a month and delivered to your door. So if you buy the omega-3 yourself, that alone is the cost of a Ritual bottle, but you're getting that in with all the other vitamins you need to be taking. And if you forget a few days, just snooze your order until you can catch up. Like if you're going to be traveling or something, you can pause the order. You're not like committed. Oh my God, here it comes again, right? Happiness guaranteed, no question asked. You can cancel easily at any time. 95% of women do not get the vitamins and minerals they need on a daily basis. So Ritual created this smarter vitamin with the 9 essential ingredients women lack the most. Go to ritual.com/sandwich. It's a special web address, ritual.com/sandwich. Choose clean ingredients backed by science. Sign up now, ritual.com/sandwich. It's the only vitamin you're going to need, and you're going to remember to take it because it tastes good. Boom.
Love Ritual. All right, babe. You went to the eye doctor the other day, and I found it surprising that you told me. Why don't you just tell everybody you were having some twitching or something?
Well,
and what did the doctor tell you?
You're supposed to have an annual eye exam, and I've been putting it off. But my eye started twitching, and I know eye twitching is a sign of fatigue, but usually when I get an eye twitch, it lasts about, 2 or 3 days.
Kelly gets up early.
My eye twitch has lasted for 2 months, and of course, I'm afraid to go look online because that will tell me I'm dying.
Yeah, that'll tell you your eyeballs falling out.
That's a sign of you're dying. So anyway, I went ahead and made the eye doctor appointment, and when I told him about it, my eye's been twitching, but it's been 2 months waiting for the big verdict of what I've got, and he's like, nah, you're just tired. Basically, he said it's a sign of fatigue and caffeine, which my husband drinks a lot of coffee, addicted, and because of that, I've been drinking more coffee because, hey, babe, you want me to make you a cup of coffee? Sure, I'll have another cup. So I've been drinking more coffee than I normally would as well. So it's a combination of fatigue.
You drink a lot of coffee. Not as much as I drink, but you drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah, right. But I've been drinking more. And so that's what it is. And he said just getting more sleep and less caffeine is going to be the answer to my problems. So why am I not getting enough sleep? Why am I not getting quality sleep?
Well, like many couples, sometimes couples have a problem sleeping because one of them is snoring. And that snorer would be me. And I have had this problem my whole life, my entire life. But only since Kelly and I have been married have I made a pretty significant effort to get this figured out. Like, why am I snoring so much?
And so loud, y'all.
Why do I feel tired all the time? How is it that I can drink 2 quad Americanos in the morning and I still feel tired at noon? All these questions. Why is it that I have a hard time concentrating? Why is it when I'm in a stoplight I feel like I'm going to fall asleep? All these things that I haven't really thought about until Kelly and I have been married. I'm now trying to get that figured out. So I've been working with a doctor. Her name's Susan Thigh, Dr. Thigh. And she's with a dental company called Swisher Dental in Corinth, Texas. And she was recommended to me by one of our listeners, actually.
Ghetto D.
Ghetto D. And she is a friend of Ghetto D. Well, anyway, Dr. Thigh has been doing a lot of testing on me.
We need to tell you a little background. We told her that you had a problem snoring, but you've been using this device, and we've told everybody about it, called Snore RX.
And it's an over-the-counter device.
Right. And it's, $100, and it fixed the snoring problem, or so we thought. And she said, well, here's the problem with that. Just because you don't snore doesn't mean you don't have sleep apnea. And just because you do snore does not mean
Exactly.
you have sleep apnea.
They're two different things, and they're independent of one another.
Right.
Really.
So even if the Snore RX was stopping the snoring, sleep apnea is a very serious problem. And if you don't get it corrected, you can increase your chances of stroke or heart attack.
Yeah.
So that's why, because we've been telling people, and we haven't been lying to you about the Snore RX for those people that have been asking.
No.
It did work. The snoring, I thought, and I kind of still, I mean, based on the test, we'll get to that in a second. But I mean, it's been better for me.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we still had to find out if he actually had the sleep apnea.
Yeah. So Dr. Thigh said, well, why don't we test you, do a sleep study with you wearing the device one night and with you not wearing the device one night, and let's see how the reports compare. Let's see what the data would tell us. So let's see, at the beginning of October, I did the sleep study, and it's easy to do. It's just this thing that goes on your head, and you put these little tubes in your nose.
Like oxygen tubes, like you get in the hospital.
It's really not very
invasive
and pretty easy to wear. So I did the sleep study, and then about 2 weeks later, I went to meet Dr. Ty, and we went through the results. So here is the long and short of it. I mean, these are really, really complex reports. But here's the basic summary. So I was diagnosed either with or without the Snore RX. It doesn't matter. I have sleep apnea. So sleep apnea means that you stop breathing more than 30 times per hour. Okay? Mm-hmm. My score, and this is with the Snore RX in, my score was 45, my overall AHI score. And what that means is I stopped breathing for longer than 10 seconds, 45 times per hour on average. So if you think about that, you're not breathing for a lot of the time that you're sleeping. And why that's bad is the oxygen isn't getting to your brain. So your body stops breathing. Your brain wakes up because it's telling your body, hey, look, man, you got to wake up and breathe. So that's why you keep waking up, but you're not conscious while you're doing this. So that's
because I'll wake you up sometimes at night when you don't put your mouthpiece in. I'm like, honey, you're snoring. You're like, shh, shh, and we'll talk, and he doesn't remember talking to me, so he does that a lot.
Yeah. So that was really that AHI score with the Snore RX in. It was actually it was actually worse with the Snore RX in than it was with the Snore RX out,
because it was blocking you from breathing.
It was blocking me from breathing. But what it's doing, and this is why Kelly says I don't snore as much. What it's doing is preventing me from snoring right when my head hits the pillow. Because I fall asleep in both studies. I fall asleep in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So the Snore RX stops me from snoring right as I fall asleep, and that allows Kelly to get into deep sleep. And then once she's in deep sleep, she doesn't hear me snore as much. But whether I had the device in or out, I snore the same. I just
have a hard time believing that, Alan, because, and I know that's what the study said, you snore so incredibly loud, I cannot imagine sleeping through it.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well,
unless I'm waking up and I'm not realizing
it.
All I know is I'm tired all the time.
And that could be that could be true too, because you've been tired for the last 2 months.
I've been so tired.
Your eyes twitching.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So all this ties together, So
the solution is what?
Okay, so I don't want to bore you with all the the study details. That's basically it. I can't breathe at night.
So you should, even if you're using it if you got a Snore RX and you think your problems are solved because you heard us recommend it, you still need to be tested for sleep apnea.
And let us say, Kelly and I aren't doctors.
We're not. We don't get paid for people that bought Snore RX.
We're just sharing our story and our information as we kind of go through this journey. But now what I'm trying to do is Dr. Ty is going to build me a custom mouthpiece, and they took all these measurements of my mouth and my throat and how much air I take in when I breathe and how much air I can blow and all these sophisticated tests. And they're going to build me a custom mouthpiece. And that will position my jaw in such a way it'll open my airway. And she told me, she said, this isn't guaranteed to work. She says, if this doesn't work, then your next step is going to be a CPAP machine.
Yay.
And that's sexy. But, that works for a lot of people. That's like the gold standard, right?
If it saves your life, right?
Well, what got me is we were sitting there, and she looked at me. She said, these results are pretty serious. She said, if you don't get this straightened out and make a correction to your sleep, she said in 10 or 15 years, she said, there's a good chance that you're going to die of a heart attack or a stroke. And I looked at her and I said, I don't want that to happen. So I said, let's get on the same page here and let's figure out how to fix this. And she recommended, well, let's try this custom mouthpiece. I think this is your next step. And financially too, it's a little bit easier to swallow than a CPAP machine would be.
Yeah, try this first.
So we're going to try it first and see what happens.
And if that doesn't work, she said there is a rare, if the mouthpiece doesn't work, try the CPAP. If that doesn't work, do the mouthpiece and the CPAP.
Right.
If that doesn't work, it's going under the knife.
Yeah.
And it has to be major surgery.
And I just probably at that point would be like, I'm just, God made me so I can't sleep. Okay. That's just the way it's going to be. But
that's been your adventure.
That's been my adventure. My wife has been very supportive because I know a lot of our listeners too, because I see it online. Whenever I post anything about it, they say, oh, God, my husband sleeps like a freight train. A lot of women, too. Like a friend of ours, and I'm not going to name her because this is her business, but a good friend of ours said she's
really
got bad sleep apnea. And she was asking me, tell me what you do because I want to know what worked for you. But it's not just women, or it's not just men, women, too. But and it's not always overweight people either. Mm-hmm. Like, she looked at me, my doctor looked at me, and she said...
And being overweight does affect it.
It does affect it, but it's not a problem that's just specific to overweight people.
We're learning so much about it.
We're learning a lot about it. But sleep, and I've done a lot of my own research online since I've been going through all this, it really affects so many areas of your life that you can't even really measure. It affects your ability to concentrate, which affects your ability to take tests in school. Or it affects your relationships and how patient you are sometimes. I mean, it really Kelly's looking at me right now, but it can affect those things greatly. In some people, anxiety and depression is a side effect of not getting enough sleep. And then I
tell you, my anxiety levels, we were just talking about that today. My anxiety levels are through the roof. Do you ever feel, I was asking Alan, I was in all seriousness, like, do you ever feel like you're constantly going to get in trouble? That's a feeling I have all the time, like I'm about to get in trouble. I'm about to get in trouble. It's that feeling in your gut like you used to get in school. And I feel like I'm about to get in trouble all the time. That's anxiety, right?
That's anxiety. Yeah. And I was telling Kelly, try to live. Don't think about work, which is in the past. You're with me now at the state fair. Don't think about what you got to do when we get home.
I know that's rational, though.
Just live in right now. What are we doing right now? We're eating a corn dog. We're having a good time.
And I get that.
And then what are we going to do? We're going to go over to the crafts fair.
But it's not rational when you have that kind of feeling like, I'm about to get in trouble. I'm about to get in trouble.
Right.
But about what? I don't know. I just always feel like I'm about to get in trouble. It's weird. So we went and found the beer garden at the fair.
Yeah, we did.
And they were selling wine. So I had a cup of wine at the fair, which was a lot of coupons, but we had them to burn. So that honestly, that did help a little bit.
And you know what, babe? What else do we want to say about the fair?
Well,
we got about let's say we got about 5 minutes to talk about the fair.
Okay, really, here's the long and short of it. We went with the kids, and it was not a great experience. The kids didn't. It was a hot, muggy day. Mm-hmm. It was the day that all the schools were out, so 1 million
Columbus
people were at the
Day,
fair.
Right?
Yes, and then it was just muggy, and then the sun came out, and it was hot. And, the kids, nobody wanted to ride the same thing. So I was like, I'll take the older ones home. Alan, you stay with the youngest. And that was our day at the fair. We had so many fair tickets left over. We're like, we're going to do a date. You and me, Alan, we're going to do a date. Well, from that moment on, that Columbus Day on, it has rained every stinking day. Day and night it has rained for over a week.
At least, yeah.
Well over a week now. It is crazy the amount of rain. We went out, we finally said, we got to go. If we don't go today, we're not going to go at all. And we have over $100 worth of tickets we got to blow. I'm not about to waste that. So we went back out to the fair today in my rain boots and umbrellas. It was sad, y'all. It was sad.
But we had a good time.
We had a good time, but I was sad.
Because we had our umbrellas.
There was plenty of parking, but it was almost like a ghost town. And all these people are out there, and they have to man those booths for nobody. And they're sitting there all day just waiting for somebody to come buy their, tater tots.
And Kelly's so funny. I can read her like a book. So we get up to this watch vendor.
Oh.
Okay. He was selling these really cool.
Poor guy.
He was selling these really cool watches, and they were made of wood. They had a wood case, and he had sunglasses that were wood. And he had wallets that were wood. It was pretty cool stuff, and I was just kind of looking at it. And Kelly comes over, and she starts engaging with the gentleman that's selling the watches, and he was a really nice guy. And she kept saying, "Gosh, it's just not much business for you guys today, And he's like, "Yeah, the weather's really hurt us."
He said it's been killing him.
It's been killing him, and we're just kind of looking. And I'd start to walk off, and Kelly said, "Hey, babe, you want one of these watches?" And I'm like,
I'm trying to help him pay his mortgage.
When have you ever wanted to buy me a watch? She goes, "Are you sure? What about this one? What about?" And Kelly was trying to sell me one of these wood watches. Weren't you?
You would have liked it. It was cool.
No, they were nice. But then I asked him, I was like, "How much are these?" And he said, "Well, they're from $99 to $250, which isn't tremendous for a watch." But it was more than I wanted to spend at that moment for a wood watch.
I know. I'm sorry. I just feel so bad for him.
Don't feel sorry. But it was funny because Kelly was trying to sell me a watch.
Every food booth, there was nobody there. It was just kind of sad. We went to I've never been to the pig races at the fair because you can never get a seat because it's always packed.
That was a funny bit.
So we went to the pig races.
Those little piglets that were smaller than our dog Larry. I mean, they were like little tiny piglets. They were so cute.
Did that. We got another corny dog. That's what we do at the fair. You get corny dogs. You got some tornado fries, and I helped him eat those. And then I got a funnel cake. That was fun. You got a beer. I got a wine.
But
and you got a nutty bar.
I got a nutty bar.
You didn't do the calorie count on it, did you?
No.
Good, I don't want to know.
But here's a survey we did, babe.
Yes.
So we were about to walk out of the fair, and we walked by Big Tex, the big central figure in the middle of the fair. We were walking past him. We were coming up behind him, and he's got his. Does he wear Dickies? Yeah, he's got his Dickies.
He's like, is it Wrangler's jeans or Dickies jeans?
Dickies. He wears Dickies now. Yeah.
He's huge. He's 300 feet tall cowboy that welcomes you to the State Fair of Texas. And everybody goes to get their picture taken with Big Tex. It's a big deal.
And just out of the blue, Kelly says, "Who do you think has a flatter butt, me or Big Tex?" And it's just out of the blue. And I was like, well, I'd say Big Tex. He's got a really, really flat butt.
And I beg to differ.
And I think Kelly's butt is extremely juicy.
It's a little juicier now than it was when we got married.
Kelly, when she got here's a little peek behind the kimono. So when Kelly got home today.
Oh gosh, why did you tell that?
What? It's funny.
What's funny about it?
So we wanted to
He has brought this up 5 times. I don't know why he thinks this is so funny.
We wanted to get to the fair pretty quickly, so I was ready to go. Kelly comes home, and she's running around trying to get dressed to go to the fair. So
I had on some socks that kept falling down in my rain boots. I said, I've got to change socks.
So Kelly has
I had to take off my rain boots, take off my socks, take off my pants to put on a new pair of socks.
But what she did was left her jacket on.
So I didn't need to get naked to change socks.
So she's running through the house with no pants on, but with a jacket and a shirt on. And the jacket is like a waist-high jacket. So I can see her creamy buttocks right below this jacket. It was just
such a big deal.
It was just so creamy. Just so creamy.
Thank you. So that's that.
So anyhow, back to the story. So she says, I wonder whose butt's flatter, mine or Big Tex? And I said, babe, why are you saying that, number one? I said, second of all, Big Tex for sure. So I said, well, let's take a picture of your butt and Big Tex's.
Do an Instagram poll.
Let's do an Instagram poll. So I threw it out there on my Instagram at the Alonzo 1971.
Alan said, everybody's going to be so mad at me for doing that. I was like, I don't care. I talk about my flat butt all
that's right.
the time.
And I said, the way I'm going to word it is Kelly wanted to know. I didn't want to know.
I'm fine with that.
Kelly wanted to know. And the results are 17% of all our, well, not listeners, but all of my Instagram followers say Kelly has the flatter butt.
Only 17%.
Only 17%. 83% think Big Tex has the flatter butt.
Well, there you go.
But I've got a lot of messages from ladies who say, oh no, I voted for Kelly because I thought what it said was, I want to know who has the better butt.
Oh, okay.
So really,
my feelings are not hurt, y'all.
I think your percentage is probably actually lower than 17%.
I've had stand-up comedians make fun of my butt before.
Yes.
Was it Damon or Marlon Wayans who questioned how I could sit on a chair? Which one was it? I can't remember. One of the Wayans brothers came in and he could see me across the room. He said, I could tell by looking at you, you got a nice ass. I was
Whoa.
like, you are wrong about that.
Whoa.
Yeah. And he came around the corner. He's like, oh my God. And he started dying laughing. Then he really went the other way. He's like, how do you even sit on a chair? And then he tried sitting down and kept falling out of it,
That's
imitating
not
me.
very nice.
It was fine. I don't care.
It's not.
I have the widest, flattest behind.
Okay. I think your point has been made.
Okay.
I think the survey results show that Big Tex has the flatter ass.
Well, that's good to know.
By a landslide.
And then a couple of votes that should have been the other way, and I appreciate it.
Okay, babe. State Fair of Texas, we will see you next year. So
And pray to goodness they have better weather. I know this weekend it's supposed to be nice, so I hope those vendors get a little bit of money.
y'all go out to the crafts
Feel so
fair.
bad for them.
Yeah, and buy stuff because Kelly really feels bad, and I didn't buy her watch today.
Alan wouldn't buy anything. We did get some lottery tickets.
Hey, we
Alan
won $7.
Yeah, because the mega million bazillion, I was like, we got to buy tickets, and the booth was right there, and there was nobody there. We didn't have to wait in line. And then they have you spin a wheel, and Alan got to go in they said, we'll either give you 17 tickets, 17 lottery tickets, or they're like scratch-offs, or you can get in the money cage, and the wind, tosses it around, and for every dollar you get a lottery ticket. And I'm like, come on, you have to get in the money cage.
It was fun.
It was
but
just fun.
I should have just taken the tickets
17.
because I collected $9 in 25 seconds, or 9 tickets in 25 seconds, and I could have taken 17. But it was more fun to be.
And the guy
there.
behind us did 12. So if you get in that position, take the 17.
Take the 17. There's no way you can catch that many. All right, babe. Well, at the beginning of the podcast,
how much dollars did we win on the scratch offs?
We won 7.
7. Yay!
But we're going to win $900 million.
Yeah.
You
Can we still podcast if we win?
Absolutely.
Maybe one final podcast.
No.
Say, kiss my... No, I'm kidding.
What?
We would never do that. I'm joking.
What?
I'm joking.
You can't say... What were you going to say?
Kiss my flat...
The whole world?
I'm kidding.
The whole world? Okay, babe. We started at the beginning saying we got some great letters.
Yeah.
We really do. We've got some good ones to go through. But before we do
These are surprises to me. You want me to go ahead and knock this last one out, and then we'll get to it?
And then
because, these letters came to us by email.
Yes.
But there are some people that still like to mail letters with a good old-fashioned stamp.
Well, there's a lot of
those
people. There's a lot of people that like to do that.
I'm one of those people. And there are people who have small businesses that need to mail things to their customers
like
for
we
whatever
do?
reasons. Yes. So you need the services of the post office. But the problem is the post office is sometimes closed when you need it to be open. So this is why you need stamps.com.
Stamps.com.
Because practically everything you can do at the post office, you can do from your home, your office computer, if you have a computer and a printer. And here's the thing, with stamps.com, you can print official U.S. postage, even international postage for any letter, any package. The mail carrier just picks it up.
Babe, can I ask you 3 questions?
Yes, please, baby. I know what they are.
Are you able to click?
Yes.
Are you able to print?
Yes.
Are you able to mail?
Yes.
That's like they say at the State Fair on the Midway. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah. We love stamps.com. We know you will too. And right now, you can get a special offer if you use the code SANDWICH. You'll get up to $55 free postage, a digital scale, so you can get the exact amount of postage you need, and a 4-week trial. Don't wait. Go to stamps.com before you do anything else. Click on the radio microphone at the top of the homepage and type in sandwich.
That's stamps.com. Enter sandwich.
Bum.
Love stamps.com.
Now.
All right, babe.
Let's wrap up the show with some listener letters.
We're going to bring it home for Jerome. We've got some good ones here. Okay. Some of these are could be put on an I love me wall, but hey, we like to acknowledge our listeners.
I love me wall.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Means we pat ourselves on the back sometimes.
Oh, it's compliments?
Actually, we're giving our listeners the glory here. This is from, and I'm going to use her real name.
Good.
This is from
Yeah,
Cassie.
you shouldn't give fake names if they're nice letters.
This is from Cassie. Cassie says, Kelly, I want to officially thank you. When I was pregnant with my 3rd child, my husband started working offshore. Oh my goodness, for the first time in my life, I found myself depressed, and I felt like I was just swimming trying to keep my head above water every day. I want you to know that listening to your podcast is such a blessing. It really brightens up my day. It makes me laugh, gives me ideas for things to do with the kids, and helps with ideas in my marriage.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you for just spreading your joy. I appreciate you.
Oh, that's so nice. I don't feel like we're always spreading joy.
Thank you, Cassie. I
I
wonder.
need to spread more joy.
Do you think Cassie? Do you think she knows I'm on the podcast too?
She does.
You think so?
You give me joy.
I hope
Just
so.
like that Anita Baker song. You remember it? That's one of my favorite ones.
You gave good love to
No.
me, baby.
That's a different song.
So good. Take this heart of mine right into your hand.
It's not Anita Baker.
Oh. Okay.
Now I've forgotten the song. You give me joy.
Cher?
No, this is Anita Baker.
Cher?
This is my Anita Baker impression.
Wait, Cher?
No, this is my Anita Baker. you give me joy.
Oh my God. Stop it.
When I'm down.
You're making Larry's head.
Oh, so much
You're making Larry's head tilt.
joy. When I lose my way, your love comes shining on me.
Oh my God.
I saw your
Why
face.
won't you sing like this when I play
And
guitar?
I knew we would be friends. Don't you remember that song?
No, babe.
That was a good impression, y'all. If I do say so
Why
myself.
won't you sing like that when I play
Because
guitar?
I don't sing like Anita Baker. That was my impression of Anita Baker.
You gave good love to me. Who is that? Is that Whitney?
Take this heart of mine.
That's not Whitney. Into your hands. You gave good
You
love.
give good love, honey.
gave
You
love.
give. Who sings
I
that?
can't
Good
remember.
love, baby.
Okay, babe. Let's get back to
Who
letters
sings
here.
that song?
I can't remember.
have to Google it.
Okay. Here is another letter. We can mention the name here. This is from Angela. Angela says, subject, y'all's new picture on the homepage.
Oh, ooh.
She says, I love your new picture on the homepage
glad.
of KellieandAllen.com. Y'all both look fabulous. Kelly needs to stop being so hard on herself about being creamy.
We're a little healthy in that picture. Honey.
Love to you both and Larry. He's adorable.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll
See
try.
there, babe?
I'm telling you, I'm not being hard on myself. I'm completely, if I was that upset about my weight gain, I'd obviously be doing something about it. But we are looking a little healthy in that new picture you put
Okay,
up.
those are very nice letters, but those are softballs.
Oh, here comes the hard,
Yeah.
the hard curves. Is that what they call it? The fastballs?
Yeah, they're gonna get a little tougher here.
All right.
Okay, here is. Oh, you know what? This is another "I Love Me." The last two are
Oh, my
tough.
gosh.
Okay, this one's from Lindsay. I think. Yeah, Lindsay. She says,
That just reminded me I'm supposed to text Lindsay back. I'm sorry, Lindsay, if you're listening. I meant to text you back.
Ask Alan anything.
I promise, Lindsay, I'm going to text you back. I'm sorry.
Dear Kelly and Allen, you'll answer anything. This letter isn't much of a question as much as it is an appreciation post for K&A, the duo, not the company. Not our media company, Canada Media. I am in my early 20s. I'm not married, so the subject matter does not directly apply to me, but I love listening to your podcast. Something about this podcast makes me feel at home and comforted.
Yay.
As I am currently in school far away from home. I listen to A Sandwich and Some Lovin' repeatedly so much that I re-listen
Oh,
to prior episodes when the latest episode ends. I was thrilled when y'all decided to make 2 podcasts a week. Continue to spread your light to others by bringing all the great show content.
well, thank you. That's so nice.
And she says, have y'all considered making your own podcast theme song? Like the Don Cheadle style. I think that would be hilarious. And she says, P.S. Alan, I think your inappropriate jokes are hilarious.
No, the one you did tonight for Mike Check was way over the line.
You know what?
That took me a while to recover from.
I know
that.
that. I know that Lindsay. She's a fan of poetry, and sometimes she's going to help me straighten out my Longfellow because I have a problem with poetry sometimes. Okay. Our next letter is from. Oh, we cannot say the name of this person. So this is from Leah.
Okay.
Leah says, hello, ask Alan anything. Hello, Alan. This is
Ask Alan. I'll do it like Anita Baker.
There you go.
That's Cher.
Well, they're similar.
I think you're Cher and my
No, it depends on the song.
Your Cher and my Clinton and Arnold Schwarzenegger are probably our best.
I'm going to pull up Anita Baker for you, and
Well,
you're going to
you
say
can,
I was doing a good Anita Baker.
You can pull it if you would, please. Keep pulling. Thank you. Okay. Hello, Alan. This is incredibly embarrassing, but I need advice on how to talk to my husband of 15 years. He's gradually let himself go.
Oh.
I'm talking Dunlap and beyond. His weight is I'm sorry, this isn't funny. You put Dunlap in there, and that's kind of funny, but this isn't funny. His weight is a sensitive subject, so I don't mention it. I love who he is inside, and I cannot imagine my life without him. He's my best friend. I want to be sexually attracted to my husband, but I'm not.
Yeah.
The more weight he gains, the less desirable he is to me, and the worse his performance becomes. I've changed our eating habits at home as much as I can. I don't buy sodas. I have cut way back on unhealthy snacks, cook healthy dinners. I've asked him to start working out with me. He refuses. What I really want to say is, hey, babe, let's work out together and get in better shape so we can start doing laundry more often. I'm in my 30s. I want to do more laundry. I want to be experimental. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
I want to have spice and fun in regards to laundry. He still wants to do laundry often, but I struggle to get laundry going due to the items above. Being unsatisfied 95% of the time afterwards, when I used to be satisfied, the complete opposite, 95%, is a discouragement.
Yeah.
Here's the question. Please provide me some guidance on how I
Lord.
can get us back on track. She's saying she's trying to figure out a strategy here.
Yeah.
If I twist this so I know he wants to do it for health and amazing sex, does that make it less of a blow, especially if I'm saying let's do it together? Thank you. That's from Leah.
That's hard. How do you get somebody to do something they don't want to do?
Well, gosh.
And I've never believed in using sex as a weapon. So to say to cut off sex, if you don't, I'm not going to, that's not good.
We've been.
She's done all the right things, it sounds
Yeah,
like.
and you know, babe, we've been consistent on this from the very first podcast. I think we both agree that there are certain elements of every relationship that are, if you're not in sync on those, they're going to be a problem, and it's going to turn into a longer term problem, and it can eventually come between the couple. I think financial matters, I think children, I think religion, and I think sex are those four. This is just my opinion. I'm not a counselor, but those are the things in my experience, in what I know. Those are the four things that cause big problems if you and your spouse don't see eye to eye on. So the way you wrote your letter, this is already a problem. You want it. He doesn't.
Well, he wants it.
He's not in shape.
He does want it. He just
can't, or
she doesn't want to do it with him. Yeah.
So I think if you're asking me what I would do, I guess you have to approach him in a non-threatening, very fact-based way and say, look, there's this part of our relationship is important to me. We're not doing it enough, in my opinion. I think that, if you were in a little bit better shape and we can do this together and I can help you get in a little bit better shape, you would feel better about yourself, perhaps. Maybe you would desire it more if you felt like that.
Is it crossing a line to say I'm losing my attraction to you? Is that something you can come back from if she says that?
Boy,
how do you recover from that?
I don't know, babe. If
you gotta
ever
be real careful when you have discussions or arguments or something to not say something because you can never take it back.
If you ever told me that, I'm not laying an ultimatum down. I'm just saying hypothetically, if you ever told me that you didn't think I was attractive anymore, boy, that would be a tough thing for me that'd be a tough pill to swallow. So I don't,
Would you do something to fix it? Or would that just, like if I said you've gained so much weight, I'm not attracted to you anymore?
That probably shocked the hell out of me. But in my case, I don't think I'd let myself get to that point. I really don't.
Yeah.
I'm health conscious. I like to keep.
We'd like to think that, but we don't know what
But you don't know what happens. Yeah, that's true. You don't know if there's something that
could be a depression situation.
Right.
Could,
But I think you got to go to him and say, honey, this is a big part of our life. This is as important as us being spiritually connected. This is as important as us bringing up the kids in a way we agree on. This is as important as us having our finances in order and us agreeing on what to spend money on each month. This is a big part of it.
I'm just really, really worried about your health because this isn't healthy anymore. And maybe that approach, she's doing everything like I was going to suggest. Why don't you, bring the healthy food in the house? She's doing that. She can only do so much, on her end. Man, that's a tough one.
It is, but
everything, you have to have communication. That's
right.
The not the problem solver all the time, but it can certainly help. At least the communication's there, but it has to be in the right environment, the right timing. It can't be right when you're going to bed and you're trying to get sexy time going. That's not the time to have that conversation. Like, I can't do this right now because I'm not attracted to you. That's the wrong time.
Right.
But it has to be like when things are good. Maybe you're, honey, let's go to let's go to breakfast or whatever. Let's sit down tonight. I want to really talk about this or whatever. It has to be in a non-threatening environment with nothing but love coming from your voice.
Right. And it has to be because it's for both of you. It's
Yeah.
not you're not bringing this to his attention to make
What a hard conversation to have.
Yeah, right. To make him feel bad about himself or anything that he's doing. It's more, this is for you both. This is for you too. Okay?
And what can I do to help you? What can I help you to motivate you to want to work out and eat better? Maybe that's, instead of putting it all on him, say, what can I do? Maybe.
Yeah.
Make it a team effort. Even though she's offering to work out with him.
That's a tough one, but
it's so hard. It's so hard.
Let's see here. Yeah, we're kind of running up against time, babe. But the last thing I would say on this one is, if you've been married 15 years, and you can't have a tough conversation with your spouse, then who are you going to go to? You guys got to turn to each other. You've got to turn to each other.
Yeah, but that's a very sensitive
it is,
subject, and I feel bad.
But they've been married 15 years.
I know. But some people can be married 15 years and never have a deep conversation.
No, that's true too.
So.
That's true too. That is true too. That's a tough one. We
did not help you very much.
Well,
but we are rooting for you.
You gotta be honest, but in like Kelly said, non-threatening way, and make it about you too. It's not about him. It's not about you. It's about you as a couple, and how are you going to get through this, doing it together?
Yeah.
You're not saying, hey, dude, hop up on the treadmill and start working out every day so I find you more attractive. That's not the way to approach this one.
Or maybe you can do a bucket list together, and on your bucket list say, I want to run a 5K together or something, and maybe that will motivate him to start at least being active, and maybe that'll trigger something in him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, couple's bucket list, maybe.
Good. Yeah, keep in touch with us. I know you got our email, so let us know. And maybe
Leia, wink, wink, not your real name.
Yeah, and maybe some of this, Leia, we can continue the dialogue kind of offline if you want to.
And maybe if somebody's listening to the podcast and has been in the situation and they've done something that's worked, they can share it with us, and we can share it in another podcast.
Yeah.
Because we don't have all the answers.
Here's the last one, babe. Ask Allen anything. This one's from, who's this one from? Queen Latifah.
It's another touchy one?
Yeah, could be. Yeah, this one's from Queen Latifah. The subject is, this is actually for you, dealing with exes. Hi, Kelly. I have listened to you for so long. I was just wondering if you and Alan would do a show. We can do a little segment here on dealing with ex-spouses. This must be something you have to deal with, and I'm sure others are curious and would like some tips. My situation isn't that bad, but just frustrating, as my husband and I have been married for 14 years with grown children, so most of the difficulties are in the past. My husband is a college coach, and his son is a coach for him. He's an adult, okay? But the ex-wife continues to come to the games, which isn't a problem other than she stands on the sidelines and takes pictures and acts like she is still a coach's wife. It is just frustrating. My husband doesn't have anything to do with her, and of course, he is busy coaching, so I'm the one who witnesses this. She has never remarried, or I would think a new husband would tell her how silly she looks. I was just curious of your thoughts on how you and Alan might deal with a similar situation. Thank you so much. Queen Latifah. What do you think about that?
Well, as I've gotten older, I've gotten a lot more, what's the word? Empathetic, maybe is the word. I don't know what the word is. Tolerant, accepting of people. I feel my heart breaks for people because obviously she's missing out on a lot in her life. She's missing out on what you have, which is you are married to the coach, and you can be a part of that, and she has to inject herself to be a part of that. So if you can look at her from a perspective of, it doesn't sound like you think maybe she's a horrible person. I don't know. You didn't say that in your letter. It's just kind of awkward, but if you can look at her from how sad that she has to do that because she doesn't have anybody in her life, and how lucky am I that I look at my blessings if you can look at it that way, maybe. because what good is it going to do for you to say something to anybody, you know? So you just have to maybe change your position in your head, your perspective. If you look at somebody and they're acting out of loneliness, or I don't know, you're not contributing at all to this. So what do you think?
It is a little strange, just because the son is an adult.
That's her kid.
It's her kid, but the son's an adult. If so, I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's a little odd.
It's probably the only thing she has.
Maybe.
That's probably the only thing the woman has.
But I can just speak for our situation. In our situation, our children are all minors, and they all have activities and things going on. And Kelly's ex and my ex have both remarried, and all that. So in our case, it's encouraged too for parents to be at activities. I mean, that's actually in divorce papers, but that's actually encouraged, and children like to see their parents at activities and those kind of things. So that's not something that parents divorced parents should ever feel strange about, going to an activity that their child is at. You should never feel strange about that. This is a little different because a lot
of time has passed.
A lot of time's passed, and everybody's grown up. So I
just feel like maybe it's the only thing she has.
It might be, babe.
And so if maybe you can look at her from some sympathy, or is it not? I can't ever remember. Empathy, sympathy. I think you'd feel sad for her. Feel kind of sad for her.
You're sympathetic for her.
I'd be sympathetic.
Or are you empathetic for her?
That poor lady. She has this is what she has to look forward to. And when the season's over, I've got my man. And what does she have during off season? I don't know. That's the way I would try to look at it. Because if you say anything to anybody, it just gets like nah. And I don't know if that was helpful at all either. I don't feel like I'm helping people tonight.
You're helping people,
I'm just
babe.
telling my opinion. I just think as I get older, I just look at the situations a little differently. I feel bad for people. I feel bad for lonely people.
Hey, these aren't easy to answer.
They're not.
These are challenging to answer. But all Kelly and I can do is speak from our experience.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think it's encouraged for parents, step parents, to be involved and around what their children are doing.
But this is a different situation.
But
These are grown people.
This is a little different situation. All right, babe. We need to let our listeners kind of go do some other things. Maybe I know they love a sandwich and some loving, but we're getting up against our time. Just a couple of quick things Kelly and I want to mention. Number one, hopefully you are listening to this in time to attend an event in Irving, Texas on October the 20th. Saturday, October the 20th. Kelly and I will be at Persona Pizza in Irving. We will be there podcasting.
I think it's Persona Pizzeria.
Persona Pizzeria, that's right. And you know what? We're giving away 75, or Persona Pizza is giving away Pizzeria 75 personal pizzas. The first 75 people. We're going to have face painting. We're going to have a photo booth. We're going to have slingshots. You can sit in or take a look at it, get your picture made, and enter a drawing to win a rental. So lots of cool stuff going there. Kelly and I will be at Persona Pizzeria, Irving, Texas.
Noon till 2, Saturday, October 20th. Kids are welcome. We encourage them to come. There are going to be some drink specials, too, for the adults.
Okay.
And we're going to do a podcast from there as well.
Absolutely. And then 1 week later, on Saturday, October 27th, from 12 to 2, Kelly and I will be at Star Power.
Oh, the exact same time.
Exact same time.
Saturdays. Okay.
That's right. We'll be at Star Power, which is associated with Ed Kellerman's son, high-end appliances and home theater. Lots of cool stuff.
Really nice.
We'll be in their showroom. It's at 15340 Dallas Parkway, off the tollway in Dallas.
Yeah, it's like in the Addison-ish area, if you're familiar.
Yeah.
You can see it from the tollway. It's that building at night that lights up and turns 15 different colors. It's so pretty.
But we're going to have a lot of fun stuff going on there, too. There'll be food and drinks. We'll have giveaways. Kelly and I will be doing a little mixing and mingling there. But
there's a charity element, too, right?
Yeah, there is. Well, Star Power is going to give away a Samsung wireless speaker to one lucky winner. And also, there's a charity called The Family Place. And The Family Place will have partners cards available for purchase.
I'm going to buy one of those.
Yeah. And the partners card, it's the signature fundraiser for The Family Place. And Family Place is the largest family violence agency in Texas. And 100% of your Partners Card purchases will go directly towards supporting survivors of family violence.
What you do is you buy the Partners Card. There's a fee for it. I don't remember what it is, but you buy the card, and then all these businesses all over town give you discounts when you present the Partners Card. So you save like 20% here, 20% there, whatever, and you pay this flat fee. So the card pays for itself, but 100% of the proceeds from the sales of the cards go to the family place.
Exactly.
And then the businesses get their discounts.
And that's
so you get a lot of Christmas shopping done that way.
Right. And that's exactly what Star Power is doing. So if you buy a Partners Card there on location with Kelly and I, you'll get 20%, up to 20% off of any of the merchandise that's there at Star Power.
Because you buy the Partners Card.
Yeah. So please keep those 2 dates in mind. October 20th, 12 to 2. October 27th, 12 to 2. We'll be doing some live podcasting. Right?
Right. Got it.
All right. Good, babe. Well, this has been a fun one.
Yeah, let's go get the dog. The dog's been kenneled the whole time. We got to go love on him some.
Yeah.
He's probably got to go potty.
We'll do that. And for our Facebook Live listeners, we may even bring Larry on for a little encore.
Well, you might.
Yeah, I might. All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately. Thank you for all your wisdom and advice. And,
no, I don't feel like I was very helpful.
And putting up with your husband's lewd, untoward, inappropriate jokes.
Very inappropriate tonight.
Not inappropriate. I've been more inappropriate. I can be more inappropriate.
Please don't. Please don't.
I need help with my poetry sometimes.
That's not even what I'm talking about, but that's okay.
Can you help me with my...
Okay, let's just end it.
Longfellow.
All right.
All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
Love you too.
Thank you for doing this podcast with me.
Thank you.
And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sand.